Okay, Walt, let's talk about the last two drives for the Seahawks team. They had a couple of fourth down chances to get in. They couldn't quite get in. Tell me what you saw on those drives.
It was tough. And, you're thinking about the way the defense was playing there to put them in that situation where they was able to be in those last two drives. But still, again, I felt like we was trying to – I know we want to go to DK, but sometimes you have to – put the ball where the defense is putting the ball at. And I think that's what happened in them last two drives, where you gave that defensive line an opportunity to get to the quarterback where, we knew we wanted to throw it at DK. But sometimes I think in those moments you have to just take what the defense give you.
Yeah, it felt like as those last two drives, as you're building up to fourth down, that the Bengals front line was just like pinning their ears back and getting ready to come after you because, as you said, they knew you had to pass the ball. What about the offensive line in those moments? Was it just the fact that, does it become that difficult when they are blocking a defensive line that knows you have to pass?
Oh, it's definitely difficult. And the thing about that, especially when you're in that red zone like that, and now you got the back line for as a defense, as they said in the TV version where they were saying that they can play the back line. So you got to keep everything in front of you. So now those guys can pin their ears back and get after your quarterback, and that's what they did on those two drives.
How about getting Charles Cross back? That's a big plus for this team. But, does it take a several amount of games to get back into a groove with your teammates in the trenches?
Sometimes it does, but I think with Charles, he's been playing this game for a while now, and I think, if he was ready to play and ready to go out there, I thought the coaches and the staff felt comfortable him being out there. And I thought, throughout the whole game, you look at it, just coming back, I thought he did a great job. But those instances, jumping off sides, those are just things that you just, getting back into the swing of things. Even though you practice all week, you're still, think about anytime a guy come back like that, especially with an offensive lineman, you try your best to try to get him back at a home game. But, with the bodies that the amount of bodies they had on offensive line, I knowing that they had to get him in the game. So from that standpoint, I thought he did a great job. So it's just those moments of, you saw where he had some leaks at.